and I'm just watching them like come towards me, and I'm like, oh my god, are we gonna fight? Like, am I gonna have to like take this girl down? Hey guys, it's Blake, and as you can tell by my Mickey ears, this one's a little floppy, ignore it, it has problems, but I'm going to be doing a video on Disney today. So I've been going to Disneyland my entire life. I've had annual passports my entire life, and I just love it. I have so many amazing memories there, but I've noticed that recently when I go, there are so many crazy people. When I go to Disneyland, I go for the food, the rides, I like to see like the princesses and stuff, but I also like to people watch because there's just a lot of unique people at Disneyland. There's a lot of characters, and I'm not talking about the characters like Mickey or Minnie or the Disney princesses. I'm talking about like characters. And well, this last time I was there, I happened to overhear a lot of conversations, a lot of crazy conversations, and I also watched a lot of crazy things go down. So I figured that I would make a video about it, that I would share some of the things that I heard and some of the things that I witnessed on my last trip to Disneyland. It's really crazy, you guys, so stay tuned. And before I get too far into the video, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up already, and also subscribe to me, Blake Allan, and turn on post notifications. Like, it would mean a lot, you guys. Like, I need to build this following. I'm really trying, okay? Yeah. If you've been to Disneyland, you'll know that there are people everywhere. Everything is super crowded. Everything is like overcrowded. There are lines for everything, and when you're in line, you're back to back to back to like hundreds of people. It's literally crazy, and because you're constantly in line, you happen to like overhear people's conversations. Well, when I was in line for Pirates of the Caribbean, I ran into a lot of crazy people. The first experience that I had was I got an airdrop message from somebody named Dang Flabbit. And I was like, what? Like, Dang Flabbit? And then I saw the picture, and it was a picture of Billy Ray Cyrus, which, if you guys don't know who that is is Miley Cyrus's dad, and he played, I think he played himself on Hannah Montana. And so I get a message from Dang Flabbit, and I'll put it right here with the picture of Billy Ray, and that was kind of a good start to my day. You know what? Like, that gave me a laugh. Then, once I got on Pirates of the Caribbean, I sat in the second row. So on this ride, it's basically like a boat that goes on a track, and it takes you through basically like animatronics and sets that are dedicated to like pirates, and it's supposed to be, it's like really good, you guys. It's just good. Take my word for it if you haven't been on it. But I sat in the second row to the front, and two really pretty girls sat behind me. And so I was kind of like talking to them just because I thought they were so pretty. You know, I was kikiing with them. I love, like, I don't know, like, pretty girls just make me happy. Girls in general make me happy, but they were, like, one of them was having an issue. She was non-stop sneezing the entire ride. Like, literally every single second. Achoo! 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 And it was like getting progressively worse, right? And so I was saying like, oh, bless you, like, bless you, bless you. And then it got to the point where it's like, I'm not saying bless you anymore. Like, you've like outdone your blesses. Like, I don't even know. But like, I stopped saying bless you, and then about halfway through the ride, she like unleashes this sneeze. I have never heard anything like this before. It was like, it was like snot flying, like, so gross, right? This poor girl's probably humiliated, but I don't know why she came to Disneyland if she was like that snarfy. But anyways, so I kind of got over that. I said a little bless you for her just because that one deserved one. But a couple seconds later, I see her lean over to her friend. And you know me, I'm like an eavesdropper, so I'm like, what's she saying? I'm like trying to listen, right? And I hear her say like, oh my god, I'm bleeding. Like, I'm bleeding. I bled through my shorts. And I'm like, oh my god. Okay, when she got in, she was wearing white shorts, you guys. And I guess like when she sneezed, I don't know what happened, but it pushed some blood out, right? And so her friend's like, what do you mean? You have a tampon in? And she's like, the tampon is like falling out. And like, they're having this conversation while like the pirates are going like, yo ho, yo ho. And they're like, so like while the pirates are doing that, they're like, oh my god, like, how are we supposed to clean up? Like, it's on the seat, it's on the seat. And I'm just listening to this. My mom is listening to this, and we're like trying to get napkins to try and help them. And it was just just like a messy situation, you guys. I'm just like overhearing this entire conversation about how this girl's tampon came out and she's bleeding on her shorts and on the Pirates of the Caribbean seat. And basically, when we got off the ride, they ran. Like, I looked over, there was a little bit of blood on the seat, and I just hope nobody sat in that. But anyways, that was the first thing I overheard. The second thing is kind of embarrassing, and I didn't think I was gonna say this, but I am, you know what, like, I'm just gonna be open, and this is something that happened to me. So while I was, I usually don't like to poop in public, right? Like, that's just one of my things. Like, I don't like, I just think it's gross. I kind of have like a germ problem. Like, I just have to constantly clean everything, OCD style. And yeah, just using public bathrooms, especially at Disneyland, wasn't gonna work for me. But on this day, I was having a lot of stomach problems. I was actually like about to go into surgery that week, and so needless to say, I had to use the restroom at Disneyland. So I brought baby wipes. Like, I never leave the house without baby wipes, just in case, because I don't like toilet paper. Like, it's too like crusty and just not cute, right? And then I also brought like hand sanitizer and like disinfectant wipes. Like, I was prepared to use this toilet. So I found like a little secluded toilet, like in Critter Country, and if you guys know where Critter Country is, basically they have the Winnie the Pooh ride, and this is kind of ironic because I was taking a poo by Winnie the Pooh, and I guess that's kind of TMI, but if you don't like this section, if you don't like talking about me pooing, like, you can skip over a little. But anyway, so I go into like this underbuilding part, and the bathrooms are there, and I'm all excited because it's secluded. There's not really anyone in there, and I go to the back stall. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Like, I can just have a moment of peace. I sit down, or I disinfect it, and then I sit down, and as soon as I sit down, someone starts trying to pull on the door handle, and I'm like, oh, it's occupied, it's occupied, and like, they keep pulling, and I'm like, it's occupied, like, and they keep pulling, and then like, I see that it's a child's like feet outside the door, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's like, he thinks it's his dad or something. So I was just like, trying to finish up fast, right? Well, then this child gets on his hands and knees, and he starts like looking under the stall, and like, I make eye contact with him from on the toilet, and he's looking under the stall. So I'm like, go, like, what are you doing, right? And he's like not going, and it's like just it's really awkward, you guys. So I didn't know what to do, so I panicked and I threw my bag of wipes at him, and it hit him in the face. Like, my bag of wipies hit him in the face, and he ran. Like, I don't know if he was crying, I don't know if I hurt him, but like, I just knew it was like it was an instinct, I don't know. And I was like, oh my god. So I finished really fast and like washed my hands, like tried to get out of there as fast as I could, and while I'm walking out of there, the child is with his parents, and they start, like, he starts pointing at me, like, and I didn't know what to do, so I just kind of like power walked, and I was like speeding up the hill and like trying to like disappear into the crowd, you know, because I didn't want those parents to come up to me and be like, did you throw something at my child? You know what I mean? Like, oh, I was so nervous the entire day. I was like, what if I run into them? Like, they're gonna like know that I was taking a poo, like, ugh. Not good. And I hate the word poo, but like, I can't use the S word on here. So, you know, the struggle is real. I have a little notebook. Okay, so then one of the other things, one of the best moments at this park, you guys. Okay, so I'm setting the scene for you guys. Here I am in front of the castle. I found a bench all to myself. I was just chilling there. I was trying to take cute pictures, and I was just honestly enjoying the moment. Like, how often can you find a bench in front of the Disneyland castle and just like enjoy the presence of the castle? Like, it was a good moment. But this moment was kind of ruined when I saw 3 girls walking towards me like super fast. And there was like 1 girl in the front, and then there was 2 girls in the front, and the 1 girl looked like this. So girl number 1, aka me right now, was like ahead of the other 2, and she was like power walking, and she had this look on her face like she was done, you guys. She was not having it. She was just like, and just kept walking, and then like she started crossing her arms, and I'm just watching them like come towards me, and I'm like, oh my god, are we gonna fight? Like, am I gonna have to like take this girl down. And so she keeps going, and then she walks right past me, right? And I turn and I look, and on her butt, she was wearing white shorts also, was a giant stain of like grease and like chunky something. I don't know. It was really gross. And I was like, oh my God, what just happened? So the two girls come up behind her and they're talking to each other, and one girl's like, what happened? Like, what happened? I was only gone for a second. Like, what did I miss? And the other girl, it's like, it's not my fault that she sat on the turkey leg. Like, I told her it was there. Like, I don't know how she missed it. And like, so basically, the drama, the tea, was that girl number one that was walking like this and like had a stick up her butt and had like a grease stain on her butt. Apparently, she sat on the other girl's turkey leg. And I don't know, but I know there was a lot of drama that day for those three girls, but honestly, it was super funny and it kind of made my day. But without further ado, let's get on to the rest of the video. This kind of feels like, I feel just kind of like glamorous, like, ugh. Moving on, there was a lot of, at Disneyland, I don't even know where to start with this, but I feel like I witnessed a lot of child abuse going on there. And that sucks to say, that's really sad to say, but like, there was a lot of like bad stuff going on. Like, first of all, there were some parents that were like dragging their kids. And like, when I tell you dragging, I mean like, the kid is like trying to keep up and is like falling, and the parents are like literally dragging them on their like knees and stuff. Like, I witnessed a lot of parents doing that. And then on top of it, like, another, like when I was in line for Indiana Jones again, I went on a couple times. One of the times they broke down, it was drama, you guys. But one of the times that like after that I was on it, there was a little boy and his dad was like on his phone. The boy probably was like 5 and the dad just was not paying attention to him. He was, I gotta make sure it's still recording. Oh yeah, but so the dad is on his phone. The line started to move and the little boy tried to move forward and the dad just wasn't paying attention. Like, he was staying in place and his son was trying to call him like, hey dad, like it's moving, it's moving. And then the dad like looked up, saw that it was moving, and he grabbed the kid by like his upper arm and started dragging him, like straight up like dragging him. And the kid's like, dad! And like literally, that's exactly what it was like. His face and everything, it was like, ah! But like, I'm like making it funny, but it's not funny. This kid was literally like screaming for his life and everyone around was looking like, what the hell is wrong with you? So the dad like drags him, the child's like crying, right? Because obviously he was in pain. It was like, meh! Like, and then the dad just goes back to texting. And I was like, really? Like, really? You're like, what? So yeah, there was a lot of like crazy things like that. And also on this trip, this was the first time that I've heard someone say that their child was missing. So I was walking in Adventureland and like as I was walking, some women like ran up to me thinking I was an employee, and I don't know how, but she was like, sir, like I'm missing my child, like what do I do? And I'm like, I don't work here, but like what does he look like? I'll help you, right? And she's like, oh, he has like a blue hat on and he's blonde and like he has a red jacket on, and like she just keeps going on. And like I'm looking around and like this boy is sitting on a bench probably like 10 feet away, right? Like this girl didn't even bother to like look, like where did my son go? Like maybe like I should look a little, like look around first before I start to panic. And so like she goes over to her son, and instead of like hugging him, she like grabs him and she's like, where did you go? Like, you can't leave me. And the kid's just like, ah! But oh God, just people are crazy. It's really sad to witness that, but you know what, like hopefully they grow up and become billionaires. I don't know what to say. But so some other things that I witnessed were like people getting in fights, and like I was trying not to like listen in just because it was like starting to get annoying, like all this drama, and I just wanted to enjoy my time, but the drama just kept pulling me in. Like I don't know what to say. So so I was in the Haunted Mansion, and if you've been on the Haunted Mansion, you know that like there is no space. You guys are like cramped together, right? And so like I'm going on the elevator, and the elevator like basically lowers, and it's supposed to be super spooky, and everybody is like shoulder to shoulder. It's crowded. And so the people next to me, I hear them talking, right? And like they're kind of like dirty talking to each other, like in a really creepy way. I don't know, but they start like whispering things, and they're like, the guy says like, I want to get a Sally blow-up doll. What do you think? And the girl was like, I mean, that could be fun. And that's exactly how they were talking. Like, and I'm sitting over here, and like my mom and I are looking at each other like, did we just hear this? Like, did that actually just happen? That, like, does a blow-up Sally doll even exist? Like, what? Like, Tim Burton does not want this. I'm sure Tim Burton did not envision Sally as a blow-up doll. Like, that's just crazy to me. But that was better than listening to this other couple fight. So I was in Thunder Mountain, in line for Thunder Mountain. As I do, I was eavesdropping again, and like I could hear this couple fighting and fighting and fighting. And what they were fighting over was so freaking stupid, you guys. They were basically fighting over that she wanted a Dole Whip, right? I just want my Dole Whip. Like, I just want my Dole Whip. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask for a Dole Whip? Well, I'm at Disneyland. I'm at Disneyland. I need a Dole Whip. Like, literally, that's exactly how she was saying it. And it was just, listening to that, I was like, oh my God, girl, I'm gonna go knock your ass out before you get that Dole Whip. Like, seriously. So I know this video is probably getting really long right now, and I'm trying to speed it up, you guys, but I only have one last story to tell, and that was of this random boy in the bathroom. And not just like a boy, he was probably like 16, 17, 18, 20, I don't know. But so I was going pee, and I see this guy like run from the stalls, right? And I guess his dad was like washing his hands, and like I go to wash my hands, and I overhear him saying to his dad like, Dad, we need to go right now. I need new pants ASAP. Like, that's his language, and his dad's like, what? He's like, I need new pants right now, Dad. The dad's like, wait, what do you mean? He's like, pants, Dad. Oops, I shouldn't have said that, but he's like, pants, okay? And like, I'm like looking at them, and I make eye contact with the dad, and the dad like looks at me, and it was just like a really uncomfortable moment. And then I just see them like really rushed as they like walk out of the store, or as they walk out of the bathroom. And it was just like one of those moments where it was like, aw, poor guy, but you know, that's life. Like, c'est la vie, you guys. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was kind of nice sitting down and just talking and stuff. I feel really good. Like, I feel like you guys were actually here, and we were just like kikiing and stuff, you know? You know? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to me, Blake Allan. Yeah, Disneyland is kind of crazy, and it's only getting crazier, so if you guys get a chance to go, make sure to people watch and like listen and look around, because all these stories are just from one visit to Disneyland, and there are even a lot more, but like for the purpose of this video, I wanted to condense it. But anyways, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, also remember to turn on post notifications for me. I would really appreciate it, because I am trying to grow. Also share with your friends who love Disney, because like Disney lovers just need to like spread the love, you know? But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Just remember that life's a mess, so let's be messes together. I'm trash, you guys. I'm trash. Bye. Oh. Bye.